trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
So Kentucky's offense has the ball for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast. And my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Got room to work. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Pringle. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Browning. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Pocket breaking down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Extra point here will tie the game. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw. It's Boley. Rushes on him. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Quick with the spin move. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a crease, it's Maddox. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Pringle. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davidson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is getting you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Browning. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to pass, it's Boley. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kentucky trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw, because he put it...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Maddox. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gives it on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Browning. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Unloads to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Right on the money. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
On the ground, it's Maddox. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the back. Turning it on! Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking downfield, it's Boley. Buys a little time with his feet. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pringle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this. Nice. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pucks it out of the air. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They go to the ground, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw, it's Boley. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Browning. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's going to take off. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Browning. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
29.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today.